back. We are doing a huge grocery shopping, money dropping, hopefully not that much money, grocery haul. We'll be taking you to 5 different grocery stores and one bonus, not grocery store, but still a grocery place at the end. And a lot of these places have very similar products, if not the exact same product. So instead of me just repeat showing over and over again the exact same product at each store, I'm just going to show the store that has the best price for that product. Let's go. I have been kicked out of stores a few times for filming in public. Oops. So today we're going to try and be low-key, blend in a little bit. When it comes to produce, fruits and vegetables, I care less if something's organic if it has a hard shell where I'm not eating the outside that would have been sprayed. So for example, most vegetables I want to be organic except for maybe squashes, potatoes. I don't eat eggplant, but maybe an eggplant. Anything where the skin, I'm not eating the skin. And then with fruit, I want the berries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. I want those things that don't have that hard shell to be organic. So something like a banana, avocado, and orange, those ones I'm less concerned about being organic, but of course, do the best that you can afford. I care less about beef being organic and grass-fed in comparison to how much I care about fish and seafood being wild caught. I would prioritize shrimp, fish, scallops, all of the seafood and fish to be wild caught. So this is where I would spend the extra money. They don't have wild caught fish here in Aldi's, but yeah. At Aldi's, they do have a pretty good price for the organic grass-fed ground beef. It's $5.49 a pound. But then the regular non-organic, not 100% grass-fed beef is $4 a pound. They do have some organic chicken breasts. We're actually gonna pick some up right now, but it's $5.99 per pound, which is the same price I've seen at Costco. The reason why we're actually gonna get it from here instead of Costco is because we don't eat that much chicken. And so for us to get a lot of chicken from Costco, we just probably wouldn't go through it all for a long time. So we'd rather get the individual pack. And this chicken is free-range chicken, so pasture-raised would be the next level. I care less about the chicken being pasture-raised if I'm having a leaner piece of chicken like chicken breast. So this one is free-range. Our farmer does sell chicken breast that is pasture-raised, but he charges $16 a pound. To me, not really worth it. And when it comes to quality, I think just do the best that you can afford. That's not just with food, it's the same thing with houses, cars, cell phones, clothes. Of course, we just gotta do the best that we can afford. And off to Whole Foods we go. The nice thing about Whole Foods is you can find a lot of produce that is local. So these peaches were grown near us in Illinois. Growing up, I actually used to have a fig tree in my backyard and we used to sell 1 fig for 5 cents. Here they've got some chicken livers. Whole Foods is pretty much the only store I've been able to find liver. Looks like they've got a heck of deal going on for ground lamb right now, $8.09 for Prime members. Dang, total score, I have never seen ground venison for this price before, $9.99 a pound. Now I'm a lamb lover, and they've got the best price for lamb shoulder chop. You can just throw that into the crock pot. They have lamb rib chop, lamb loin chop. It's like lamb heaven. With seasonings, I would go with the Frontier Organic brand because it's non-irradiated. Looks like they're sold out of their beef liver right now, but they have the beef marrow bones. I mean, come on, some of the most nutrient-dense foods right here. The Vital Farms Organic Pasture-Raised Eggs. Honestly, I'm a little bit shocked it's $8 when it's not on sale, but for Prime members, on sale right now for $6.74. Let's talk about these carton eggs. I don't think carton eggs are bad. They are more expensive. They are pasteurized. I would rather just buy eggs. Same thing with these hard-boiled eggs. Of course, convenient and easy, but they are more expensive. I would just rather buy eggs. Real quickly, just to distinguish the difference between pasture-raised and pasteurized, we want the animals to be out roaming the pastures and we want them to be pasture-raised. But pasteurized means that it's taking the raw form or the natural state of that food, whether that's dairy, whether that's eggs, and pasteurizing it means that it's killing off some of the good bacteria, losing some of the vitamins and minerals, some of the enzymes may be a little bit damaged. So overall, pasteurized, it's not bad, it's just kind of like dead food. So it looks like they have some good quality ghee. Honestly, I would just buy it for less money on Amazon. With dairy, I would try to get A2 dairy just because it tends to be a little bit less inflammatory and easier to digest. And all goat's dairy is A2. Looks like they have some raw cheese too, which is great because the raw means it's going to have more vitamins, minerals, and nutrition. Sometimes my farmer's yogurt is more expensive than just getting the Tremona yogurt, so this is the option that I like at Whole Foods. It's not raw, but it's organic, it's grass-fed, it's A2, it's Bulgarian, it's good. They also have this one, which I'm looking at right now, that's also A2. It's just a lot smaller and for a lot more money. As far as we've seen, Whole Foods did have the best price for organic bananas, so these monkeys are getting some bananas. Speaking of yogurts, we're actually going to go pick up our raw A2 yogurt from our local farmer, and we actually we bring back all of our egg cartons and then give it to them so they can recycle and reuse them, and we return our old milk jars and we get $4 back, and then we go and we pick up more milk. While in this video I am showing big corporation grocery stores, I do support local and I really value that the most, and I would really suggest, if you can afford it, to check out local sustainable regenerative farms near you. Sometimes they are more affordable than the grocery stores. For instance, our eggs are actually more affordable than eggs that we would get at the grocery stores, but you're supporting honest people who are regenerating the soil, helping the environment. They're most likely better to the animals, and it's better for our health. So support local if you can. Here are some links where you can put your zip code in, and then it'll show you where different local farmers are near you. Support local. And just like that, fresh milk from the udder. Raw yogurt. In the bag is some chicken drumsticks, and then we have 15 dozen unwashed eggs. Whoa. Our eggs are particularly unwashed because it means they have the bloom on them. So in the US, all eggs in the grocery store do not have the bloom on, and they are washed. Now the reason why this is important to us is because an egg has 2,000 pores on it. And that bloom is the protective layer that protects it from having bacteria or other yuckies going inside of it. When they wash eggs, it's removing that protective layer. More things could potentially go inside of it, and it's less sterile, or can be less sterile, but also we don't know what they're washing these eggs with. Are they washing it with antibacterial soap? Are they washing it with things that are going inside the pores? So yes, I don't know if it makes a huge difference, but I do think it's more of a natural egg. Costco, baby, my favorite store. But it's August. Ho, ho, ho. Alrighty, Costco definitely always has the best prices I've seen for organic berries, strawberries, raspberries, and then they have the organic blueberries. It's great because you can buy them in bulk. Apples, 3 pounds for $7. I flippin' love crab, I really do. But once you break apart the shell, you're just left with such a small amount of meat. I need a lot more food than this. The fresh wild-caught sockeye salmon is actually more affordable than the frozen wild-caught salmon. My thoughts on LaCroix. I don't like carbonated water, but overall I think it has clean, limited ingredients. I think it's okay. The Giver of Life, 8812 ground beef, $4 a pound. That's what I'm talking about. It is super tasty. I do prefer buying this beef, even though it's not organic or grass finished. This ground beef is organic, but I don't like the taste of this one very much. Plus, this ground beef is packaged today, so it's fresher. Ribeyes, $10.99 a pound, and look at the fat cap on this. Oh my, looks so good. Ayo, a meat sale. Gotta take advantage of that, so we're gonna get some of these sausages. Usually I'll get the Teton sausages, but they look very similar. Sheep's milk, so should be A2, looks like some good organic feta. The butter lover. So actually just found this Spindrift carbonated water option instead, and I think it actually has better ingredients. Again, I'm not a huge carbonated water drinker, but for people, if they like to have a little flavor in the drinks, check it out. Wow, I've never seen some of this stuff before, but this could be another clean ingredient drink option. There's the option for wild-caught sea scallops and even wild-caught shrimp. Let's see what the Wally World has to offer. So their produce is actually not any more affordable than Costco. Actually, I think even Whole Foods was cheaper than Walmart's. So I'm not a huge hot dog head because even something like this, it says it's 100% premium beef, but if you look at the ingredients, it does list sugar. It actually has a whole chunky list. So yeah, a lot of the hot dogs, when I look at the ingredients label, they have high fructose corn syrup, they have other funkies, not just beef. Corn syrup, sugar, dextrose, yeast extract. Yeah, not great. Same thing with deli meats. So if I was going to buy deli meats, I would just look at the ingredients label, make sure it's not a super long one, and just see what the ingredients are. So they do have these ribeyes, which I think look pretty good. They are 2 cents cheaper here than at Costco. Looks like $5.78 a pound for their organic grass-fed beef. And then $4.96 for non-organic. I'm pretty surprised it's still this price for not organic or pasture-raised, but they do have a ground lamb option. I actually just found these. It's $12 for 12 burgers or 3 pounds. It's 100% beef, so this looks like a pretty good option. Awesome, good to go. We seriously went through all of their yogurts, and this one was the best one we could find. Plain Chobani, $5.58. Just thought I'd point this out. When I look at the nutrition label on yogurts, this one says it has 0 fat. I definitely want my yogurt to have fat. Best eggs at Walmart, $5.68. The Happy Eggs, they're free range, so they're not pasture raised, but they are free range and organic. I was kind of disappointed. We looked at the shrimp, the fish, the salmon, the pork, the chicken. We looked through all of the different kinds of meats and things, and the price was more expensive than the better quality ones at other stores. So I was pretty surprised because usually I think of Walmart as a really good place to save money, but it was all more expensive. I'm going to show you guys what we have inside of Fresh Thyme Market. This is where we get our grass-finished beef for $5.49 a pound. They also have the most amazing steaks. Plus, they're on sale today. Now that I'm looking at it, their ground lamb is actually more expensive than Whole Foods and even their shoulder chop. I should be buying my lamb from Whole Foods. Oops. The Aldi's price is still a better deal than this on sale price, but they do have this whole chicken for $1.99 a pound, so that's pretty good. This is not what we get. One thing I do really like is they do have a lot of options for bison, ground venison, even though it's cheaper at Whole Foods, wild boar, ground elk, ground beef. The ancestral blends that have the liver and heart, I really like these. It's like a really easy way to get in some organs but tastes like ground beef. They do actually have better priced wild-caught scallops here than Costco. We got the steaks. Here we are at a farmer's market near us, which is really fun because it's outside and then it's a lot of local fresh produce and then even meats. So this is the bonus that is not a grocery store, but even better. Wow, so this cheese must be very popular because I've seen this cheese everywhere and they actually have the most affordable price. So a lot more local options. Looks like local okra, local squash, local zucchini. They even have little samples. They've even got pasture-raised local eggs for $5.50. They have pasture-raised ground turkey, which I didn't see in any store, and they have some turkey sausages. So they have a meat section, and they have these pasture-raised chickens, and it's $4.49 per pound, which is really good for a pasture-raised chicken. We've bought one of these before, and we put it in the crock pot, and then it's like so good. Local jarred foods, local salsa, local jams.
No, it's not too late.
I totally forgot to show you guys condiments, but just in general, whether it's condiments or other food, I just turn it over, read the ingredients label, and just make sure I can recognize what all of the ingredients are and if I agree with them going in me. Again, sometimes local farmers can be more affordable than grocery stores. After now price comparing, our farmers' eggs for organic pasture-raised eggs are $4 even for one carton. So that was the best price we saw. I hope you guys got some value out of this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell button. I hope you have a happy day shopping, saving hopefully some dollar bills. I'll see you in the next video.